This is our league, and this is your league. From the 55-yard line on CFL America Radio and the Sports History Network.
Stand by, 15 seconds to air. Stand by all cameras and videotape.
Ready with your opening graphics. Stand by, Howard. Here we come, Frank. Ready, Don.
Stand by audio, your opening music, and roll tape.
Take tape.
Defense, as they like to holler at the orange ball. That's the story as the Dolphins win it and are off and flying toward a return trip to the Super Bowl. And you can't have an unbeaten season unless you win the first one. The final score, 20-10.
They said it couldn't be done. There's a popular saying in the NFL that on any given Sunday, any one team can defeat any other team. They said the league was too well balanced, the schedule too long and tough for any team to go all the way undefeated. Then came the autumn of '72, and an incredible football season began. This was the year of the perfect Dolphins.
All right, Domrus, last play of the game, scrambling around, loses the ball. It's picked up by the Dolphins, and still loose. Who's got it? Denherter down at the 1-yard line. Vern Denherter took the ball away from Domrus, and he almost got in for a touchdown. Down at the 1-yard line. As the gun sounds, the season ends, the ball game ends on a wild, scrambling note. The Dolphins move into the Hall of Fame.
In 3 short years, Don Shula had brought the Miami Dolphins from ragamuffins to rejects, from Moppets to monarchs, from also-rans to autocrats of the football world. Here was a team that finished with a 3-10-1 record in 1969, the year before Shula took the helm. Then in '70, they became the Miracle Dolphins, earning a wild card spot in the playoffs. In '71, the daring young Dolphins went all the way to the Super Bowl before being done in by Dallas. In 1972, they became the Super Dolphins, rewriting the record books along the way to Super Bowl VII. And as I predicted before the season, Don Shula won his 100th coaching victory in the 9th game, 52-0 against the Patriots.
Here to witness what they hope will be the 9th consecutive victory of this season for the only unbeaten team in the NFL, and the big win for Don Shula. He's going for his 100th coaching victory, which will enable him to join 8 other coaches in the NFL ranks, having achieved 100 or more coaching victories during their coaching tenure. 13 seconds, 12 seconds. If they get the playoff, this will be the last one of the ball game. Dowling drops back to throw. Now sprints to his right, looking for the open man. He's going to have to run with the ball. 35 to the 40, and he is knocked out of bounds. And there is the end of the ball game. The final score is Don Shula gets number 100. The Dolphins rack up number 9 on this season, number 10 in a row over the last 2 seasons. The final score in a record-setting performance are Dolphins 52, the Patriots nothing.
Here was a team, in the truest sense of the word. A perfect blend of offense, defense, special teams, coaching, and management. Those in Miami who followed the Dolphins through the near-miss '71 campaign knew that in 1972, the Dolphins were the team to beat. Looking back on it, the calendar is meaningless. No chronological recounting of the '72 season could ever match the individual memories of each perfect moment. It was a kaleidoscope, a montage of team effort that led the Dolphins to the best, perfect season ever. Let the moment transcend time, and let the memory transcend history. Let attorney Nick Bonaconti sum up the case for the defense.
Namath sets his ball club, spins, hands off to Boozer. He hits the right side, no place. He runs into a stone wall. Nick Bonaconti along with Bob Hines. On the snap, Joe Willie looks left, back to throw, fires in the middle. It is intercepted by Bonaconti. Up the 10. He runs for the far sideline.
let the no-name witnesses be called. A year ago, this rough and rowdy Miami gang became known as the No-Names. But as 72 wore on, the No-Names became household words. Manny Fernandez.
Here's the handoff to O.J. Simpson, and he's thrown for a loss back at the 22-yard line by Manny Fernandez. All right, out of the huddle they come. They split Chandler off to the far side, Hill to the near side, Braxton and Simpson the running back. Shaw drops to throw. Big rush. He's thrown for a big loss. Way back to the 40. The ball is loose. Who's got to get it? Doug Swift has it. He loses it. Goes out of bounds. But I believe they had blown the play dead back at about the 37-yard line. The Dolphin defense just poured through that time on Shaw. And Manny Fernandez was the man who got him back to the 37 is where they're going to blow it dead. All right, Hill splits to the left side. Chandler sets as a slot man left. Braxton and Simpson, the split backs behind Shaw. 2nd and 9, Buffalo. And they're 21. He spins, tries to get the handoff away. Fernandez comes in and almost steals the ball. He does! He stole the ball. The Dolphins have it at the Bills' 10-yard line.
Bill Stanfill.
All right, the Cardinals break out of the huddle. Bobby Moore splits left. Mel Gray to the near side. They're going to give it to Tom Banks on the punt coverage team and not Hackbart. Here is the handoff, a fumble, loose football. Stanfill has got it and recovers it, takes it right back to the Dolphins. Herman lines up to the far side. Houston to the near side. Clements and Johnson, the I-backs behind Norm Snead on 1st down. He play fakes, drops the throw, and he has to eat it. We finally got to him. Bill Stanfill.
Vern Denherter.
Rucker comes to the near side. And Pataha is put to the far side. On 2nd down, 11 from the Patriots' 33-yard line. On the snap, Plunkett drops back to throw, sets up, now being pursued, and he's thrown for a loss. Way back at the 22-yard line, Vern Denherter. Plunkett, a long count, drops back to throw. He sets up, he swings a pass out, it's intercepted by Denherter. At the 35, the 30, the 25, and the 20. He gets a block to the 15 and is knocked down at the 10-yard line.
On more than one occasion, opposing teams decided that they couldn't penetrate on the ground. They then decided to try to move in the air. To their everlasting sorrow, they discovered that Miami's secondary was as airtight as NASA's command module. Witness Jake Scott.
Now he sets his offensive line. He fakes the handoff, play action. He drops the throw, firing deep down in the right corner. It is going to be intercepted at the 15 to the 20, 25, 30. Jake Scott. He is really up under the 35. Fumbles the ball. Who's got it? Dolphins.
The 2nd down and 10 for Jim Plunkett. On the snap, he drops straight back to throw. Being rushed, now breaks out of it. Now throws. The pass is knocked away, picked off by Jake Scott at the 45, the 40, 35 to the near side, 30, down to the 25, the 20. He is dropped at the 16-yard line.
Witness Dick Anderson.
Here comes Garrison in motion now to the near side of the field. From the Charger 43, handoff to Garrett, fumbles the ball. It's grabbed in the air by the Dolphins. 35, 20, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown for Dick Anderson. Waggio and Ashton are the splitbacks behind Plunkett. A 3rd down and 7. Patriots from their 20-yard line. Jim drops to throw. He sets up. He looks left. He fires. It is intercepted by the Dolphins. Dick Anderson, 25, 20. Across the 10, down to the 5, fumbles the ball, it rolls into the end zone. They say that the play was dead at the 5-yard line.
Witness the futility of trying to score against the great Dolphin defense.
Here's Jones punting against the wind. It's blocked! Falls loose at the 25 and is going to go out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Curtis Johnson blocked it.
Braxton and Simpson are the splitbacks behind Shaw. He drops the throw. He is being rushed. He fires. It is intercepted, I believe, by the Dolphins at the 10-yard line after being deflected in the air. Yeah. Let's see who got it. Getting up with the football, looks like Tim Foley, Rick. Tim Foley.
Joe Willie drops to throw. He fires. It is picked off by the Dolphins at the 33-yard line. Dick Anderson, the strong safety, is the man who got it, and he's wrestled to the ground right there. A tackle made by the intended receiver, Don Maynard. 3rd and 7, Cardinals from their 6-yard line. On the snap, Hart dropping back under the goalpost. He sets up the fire. He throws. It is picked off by Foley. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Lloyd Mumford. I beg your pardon. Lloyd Mumford is the man who picked it off.
Plunkett drops straight back to throw. Denherter is in on him. Now he fires. It is picked off by the Dolphins at the 40-yard line. Down to the 35, running for the near side is Doug Swift, and he is knocked flat right there. Running laterally for the near side of the field, Doug Swift. The Dolphins' strong side linebacker picks it off, and that for Doug is his first pass interception of this season.
A wise man once said to a mouse trapped inside a mousetrap that the greatest offense is a great defense. And a well-fed mouse once said to a frustrated cheesemaker that the greatest defense is a great offense. And a great football coach once said, the only way to win the Super Bowl is to marry a great defense to a great offense. Begin with the offensive line. Witness Larry Little. Witness Evans, Moore, Crusan. Witness Langer and Kuchenberg.
Handoff to Zonka. Bowls his way into the middle. Gets to the 25 and perhaps to the 26-yard line before he is stacked up. Bob Kuchenberg and Jim Langer, the left guard and center respectively, just blowing straight off the ball. And Zonka running in behind them. Here's the handoff. Morris starts inside, cuts outside, gets the corner turn at the 40, and he's going to be wrestled to the ground. Bob Kuchenberg out in front leading the blocking. And Merck picks up about 5 yards as they're going to put it down at the 41-yard line. Larry Little out in front opening the hole for the Dolphins. And it's another first down for the Dolphins at our 48-yard line.
Rick, every Sunday I'm more impressed with that offensive line. Just a beautiful hole there on that left side with Kuchenberg and Crusan opening it up and Little blasting through there. Boy, I'm telling you, what blocking.
Then improve on the dynamic duo of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Take Larry Zonka and a Jim Kick and add a Mercury Morris.
They come out of the huddle with the two tight ends remaining. Warfield lines up as the wingman right. Morris and Zonka in behind Morrow. On a first and goal from the one. The handoff goes to Larry. He sweeps to the left. He's in for the score. And the Dolphins are knocking on the door again. Kick and Zonka. The split backs behind Morrill. Second and goal from the half-yard line. The handoff goes to Zonka. Through the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Larry Zonka slanted over left tackle and picks up his second touchdown of the ball game. As the Dolphins now move out to a 13-0 lead with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left to play in this first half. Here's the handoff. Zonka, big hole, right side, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Carrying tacklers inside the 15, down to the 10. Fumbles the ball. The Patriots, let's see, a big scramble for it. Who's got it? Miami's got the ball. Miami's got the ball down to the 9. Zonk was carrying people literally and physically with him. He was tackled inside the 10 at the 9-yard line, and they may have blown the play dead. And that's what they called Zonka picking up tremendous yardage, and that could be enough for his 1,000 yards. What do we have here, Doug?
Rick, that's a beautiful play. This is really the naked Zonka coming out there without anybody blocking for him. They just fake coming to the left side, and Zonka takes the ball going off there on the right with no one blocking for him, and what a beautiful run.
All right, he does have over his 1,000 yards. We have him for 52 yards in the second half, and with a 39 in the first half. Zonka that time moved for some 46 yards on that run, and he unofficially, I don't think that there's any question about it, that he now has gone over the 1,000-yard mark for the second time consecutively, and in his career, and becomes only the sixth back in NFL history to have achieved this. And certainly our congratulations to Larry. As we said when he did it last year in the final game against Green Bay, you have to have ability along with durability, and he plays hurt all the time, but he still gets the job done. We have him unofficially with 91 yards after that scamper, and he needed 75 coming in.
Zonka and Kick are the splitbacks. In behind Morrow. Here's the handoff to Kick over the left side. He digs and drives and bucks his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Warfield splits left, Twilly to the near side. Kick and Zonka. The splitbacks behind Greasy. Second and goal from the Oilers' 6-yard line. On the snap, Greasy drops to throw. He fires left. Kick is down there. He's got it. The 2, the 1. He's in for the score. Jim Kick out of the backfield as the handkerchiefs come out in force this time.
First down, Dolphins at the Bills' 22. Morris and Zonka, the I-backs, in behind Morrow. Warfield splits a couple of yards to the left side, waiting for the snap from center. Morrow on the count, hands off to Morris, through a hole on the right side, breaks the tackle to the 15, down to the 10, still going to the 5, he scores!
Here's the handoff to Mercury, sweep to the right, cuts back to his left, 15, 10, 5, he scores! To the right side and then cut back to his left. A great block thrown by Larry Little. You just cannot say what this guy means to that offensive line. He just hammered people that time. And Morris sweeps in from 15 yards out. Here's a handoff to Morris. Sweep to the left side. He turns the corner. He's in for the touchdown.
With Zonka and Morris both gaining 1,000 yards and Kick offsetting any presupposed plans of the defense, Miami had a super solid running game. Add to that an aerial circus that would make Barnum and Bailey cringe with shame at quarterbacks Bob Greasy and Earl Morrow.
First and goal at the 3-yard line. Greasy, during the timeout, over discussing the situation with Shula. 14-9. Dolphins cannot use a field goal. They need a touchdown. The two tight ends are in, Mandich and Fleming. Morris and Zonka is back in the ball game. Greasy sets the ball club. On the snap, drops the throw. He fires the middle. Wide open touchdown is Jim Mandich. The Dolphins have scored. They flared the receivers out on both sides. Morris going to this side, and Warfield to the far side, and Mandich just cut into the middle, caught the football. That is his first touchdown pass of the year, and it could not have come at a bigger time as the Dolphins, Greasy, hitting on the touchdown toss to tight end Jim Mandich, completes his third touchdown pass of the season. Warfield left, Pulley to the near side. Greasy on the snap, third down play. He drops the fire. He fires. Pulley, touchdown! Great catch. Howard Pulley caught the ball. Steve Tannen was the defensive back, and Pulley, he was going at top speed right at the goal line, was off balance, and Greasy really laid it in there to him, and the Dolphins are right back in the ball game.
Warfield splits left. To the far side is Twilley. Morris is back in. Or check it, Morris stays in. He and Kick are the split backs, and behind Greasy from the Charger 39. Greasy fakes the handoff to Morris, drops to throw, sets up, firing deep. Down there is Twilley. It is knocked away. At the 5-yard line, check it. It was Jim Kick who was down there, was the deep man. It was knocked away by Bob Howard, the left cornerback. And shaken up on the play is Greasy.
Yeah, it looks like his right ankle, Rick. It may be right here. He may have to go out of the ball game.
We just found out that his right ankle was stepped on by a defensive lineman.
Earl Morrow will go in at quarterback and is already in there. This will be Morrow's first action in this ball game. He has thus far on the season thrown just one pass and has completed it for 23 yards, no TDs or no interceptions. The 17-year veteran, the Dolphins acquired from the Baltimore Colts. Morrow is the quarterback. Earl drops to throw. He sets. He is firing the near side. Twilley open. Touchdown, Dolphins! Howard Twilley open down in the near corner. He had the defensive secondary wide open, and Morrow spotted him. He stepped up in the pocket. There's where the experience, the intestinal fortitude come in. He was about to be cracked. He let the pass fly 18 yards. Twilley caught it. Yepremian tries the point from placement. Here it is. Set down. The kick is up. And it is good. 4 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in this first half, and the Dolphins on an 18-yard touchdown pass from Morrow to Twilley. That's Howard's second TD reception of the season. Now lead by a score of 17-3. The ball at the Chargers' 19-yard line. Third down and 4. For the Dolphins, Earl Morrow taking over from the injured Bob Greasy in the first quarter. And the Dolphins have obviously made some offensive adjustments for Earl at the halftime, because he's taken this drive, which started with a kickoff, a fine run back by Morris, and has moved his ball club steadily downfield. A third down and 4 at the Charger 19-yard line. Morrow on the snap, drops straight back to throw. He sets up, he is firing down in the corner. Warfield, touchdown, Dolphins! And here come the handkerchiefs. 80,000 strong. The ball at the Jets' 31-yard line. The Dolphins moving from our right to our left toward the west end of the field. 9 minutes, 5 seconds to go in this third quarter. The Jets lead 17-14. This is a biggie. And these clubs are playing it like a biggie. All right, Twilley splits to the far side. Otto Stowe to the near side. Morris and Zonka, the split-backs. In behind Morrow. First down, Dolphins at the Jets' 31-yard line. Earl fakes the handoff, drops to throw. He pumps. Now he's going to run with the ball. 25, 20, 15, he might score. 10, 5, touchdown, Dolphins. How about that for old Bones? I got him out of the rocking chair to play, and he runs one in. From 31 yards out, he pumped the throw and found nobody open, and just broke out of the pocket down the near sidelines and outran everybody else. He was bumped at the goal line, but he got in. And Garo Yepremian is in to try the point from placement with Morrow staying in as the holder. That is Morrow's first touchdown that he has scored this year. The kick is up, and it's good. With 8 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the third quarter, the Dolphins 21, the Jets 17.
And at receivers, Warfield, Twilley, Stowe, Briscoe, Fleming, and Mandich.
Back to throw on third down is Morrow. Firing deep downfield. Warfield, great catch. He is down, and he's in for the touchdown. And so Warfield, on a 33-yard touchdown pass from Earl Morrow, scores his second TD of the season. And the Dolphins now lead by a score of 16-6.
Warfield splits to the far side. Twilley comes to the near side. Zonka sets as a slot man right. Kick is the other back. Morrow drops back to throw. Fires the middle. Caught by Warfield. He's in for the touchdown. Miami breaks out of the huddle. Twilley splits off to the far side. And to the near side is Otto Stowe. That interception by Anderson, the 12th for the Dolphins defensive secondary. Here's the pass. Touchdown, Miami. Howard Twilley. And here come the White Handkerchiefs. Just as Twilley did in the earlier ball game at Shea Stadium, he slanted off the far side into the middle. Morrow hit him with a strike, and he got inside quarterback Steve Cannon for the touchdown. He hit him right on the numbers. Delgado with a third down and 10. He drops back to throw. He sets up. He is firing down the far side. Briscoe's got it. 30, 25, 20, 15 to the 10. 5. Touchdown. A great reception by Marlon Briscoe as he took the ball away from safety man Honor Jackson at about the 30-yard line on the far side of the field. Delgado ripped it in there, and Marlon, after he made the reception, wheeled and raced down the far sidelines, getting into the end zone. Delgado drops to throw. He is firing deep again. Mandich, 10, 5, touchdown. Jim Delgado found Jim Mandich, the tight end, open in the middle. Hit him with a pass at the 10, and Mandich went in untouched. The Dolphins have now established a new team individual scoring record by racking up 51 points. Yepremian will try to make it 52. The pass play from Delgado to Mandich was 39 yards. Here's the kick, and it's good.
All right, out of the huddle they come. Morris and Zonka, the split-backs. In behind Morrow from the 7-yard line on second down. Here's the fake handoff. Earl rolls for his right. He throws. It is caught for a touchdown.
Marv Fleming.
Marv Fleming is the man who caught it right in behind the post, and we had to wait for a moment until we could certify as to who the receiver was. Marv Fleming gets his first touchdown of the season.
The regular season is over. 14-0. Fantastic, some people said. So what, said others. The real test was yet to come. The playoffs. One perfect season over. The excitement and thrills still freshly implanted in our minds. Yet the fortunes of football's glory games, the playoffs, were yet to come. Coach Don Shula was aware that his number one quarterback, Bob Greasy, was again healthy and throwing the ball well. But Earl Morrall was playing the best football of his glorious career. In typical Shula fashion, he made his decision to stay with Morrill at the helm, the man who guided the Miami Juggernaut for 10 consecutive victories. Here it was, Game 1 of the playoffs, the Orange Bowl overflowing with 80,000-plus diehard Miami fans. They came believing that the consecutive victory number 15 was only 60 minutes away. They were right, but not as easily as they had expected, as the young Cleveland Browns battled to the wire.
Pitts split to the near side. Here is Phipps rolling to his right, fires a pass. It is almost intercepted. It is! By the Dolphins, Doug Swift. At the 38-yard line, he caught it on a deflection. Doug Swift came out of the air with the football. It was intended for Milt Moran, the tight end. The ball was knocked away, deflected in the air, and Swift caught it on the ground, and the Dolphins take over at the Browns' 40-yard line.
Rick, if that's any indication, I think you can really say that Miami's ready. They aren't relaxing a minute. Any other ball game, Swift might not be alert and follow that ball, but he stayed right with it and came up with an interception.
Cockcroft comes in to punt, and on the season, he's one of the better ones with a 43.2 average. Jake Scott is the deep man back. Scott has an 8-yard punt return average. The line of scrimmage, 26 in Cleveland territory. Cockcroft standing back at the 11-yard line, waiting for the snap from center. Here it is. He gets a good rush. Blocked! Down at the 10, rolling loose. It is recovered by the Dolphins at the 5, picked up and run in for a touchdown.
Charlie Babb, Rick.
Run in by Charlie Babb. So that brings up another field goal situation. Garrow missed one from 46 yards earlier, and this will be a 40-yard attempt with Morrow to hold. 2 minutes and 36 seconds show on the clock left to play in this first quarter. The Dolphins with a 7-0 lead. A 40-yard attempt for Garo Yepremian. Morrow holding. It's from the near side inbounds hash mark toward the west end zone. Waiting for the snap. Here it is, set down. The kick is up. He's got the distance. Flags go down. The kick is good. Now let's see what the flags are about. Cleveland, I think, was offsides. And, of course, the Dolphins will decline the penalty. The field goal is good, a 40-yarder for Yepremian. Penalty is declined. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the first period. Dolphin football action continues from the Orange Bowl with the score. The Dolphins 10, the Browns nothing.
With a solid 10-point lead going into the second half, Miami looked as if victory number 15 was in hand. But young Cleveland quarterback Mike Phipps was not to be denied.
8 minutes exactly left to play in the third quarter. The Dolphins have been stymied on offense, but lead 10-0 on Cleveland mistakes. Ready to go are Mark Phipps and the Browns. Pitts splits far side, Hooker near side. Scott and Kelly, the split back. Second down, 5.5. Here's a play fake. Phipps is going to run it. He's circling the right side. He is caught at the 2 and falls into the end zone. Carried the tackler with him for the touchdown. Now the Dolphins are going to send in the field goal unit. Referee Norm Schachter had tapped himself on top of the head, but apparently did not want the change. And after the on-pile, they saw that they did not have nearly the yardage. So Yepremian, who is 1 for 3, will try a 46-yard field goal attempt. He has missed from 54 and 46, has a 40-yarder. Morrill holds. Snap, set down. The kick is up. He's got the distance on it. It is good. Garo Yepremian with a 46-yarder. And the Dolphins now move out to a 13-7 lead. And the little guy from Cyprus comes through. Phipps drops back to throw. Has time. He fires deep. Hooker wide open. He's got a touchdown. Browns. And the Browns tie it up, 13-13. All right, Nelson will hold, and Cockcroft will try the point that could put the Browns out in front. With 8:11 to play, snap, set down, the kick is up, and it is good. Cleveland takes the lead with 8 minutes, 11 seconds to play.
Miami held on, aided by their gutsy running back Jim Kick blasting over from the 8-yard line, and a clutch interception by walk-on linebacker Doug Swift.
All right. Kick and Zonka are the running backs. Pulley splits far side. Warfield near side. First and goal. Miami from the Browns' 8-yard line. Morrill on the snap. Hands off. Kick through the middle. He's got a touchdown. The center of that offensive line, Kuchenberg, Langer, and Little just blocked people up into the nickel seats, and Kick rambled 8 yards right straight ahead for the TD. Yepremian will try the point from placement. Morrow will hold with 4:54 left. The Dolphins now lead 19-14. Waiting for the snap, set down. The kick is up, and it is good. Dolphin football action will continue in 1 minute. The score, the Dolphins 20, the Browns 14. Clock moving with 1:05 to go. Here is Phipps dropping back to throw. Setting up, he fires the middle. It is intercepted by the Dolphins. Doug Swift, 20, 25, 30, 35. Touch for the near side. Picks up another block. He is knocked down at the 39-yard line.
Rick, you can see Doug Swift on this play just wanting to stay in bounds and burn up some time, and he did a darn good job of it. Stayed in bounds and burned up a good 15 seconds.
That was the old ball game, or could be, as Swift picked it off, his second interception of the ball game.
For 40 years, the Pittsburgh Steelers had played hard-nosed football and never won a championship of any kind. Through excellent draft choices, they built themselves into a sound football team. They won the AFC Central Division and ran off with a first-round playoff victory over Oakland. Here were two young, spirited football teams meeting for the AFC Championship and the right to go to the Super Bowl.
First down, Dolphins from the Steeler 49. Here's a play fake. He drops the throw. He is firing down the middle. It is intercepted at 25, 30. Glenn Edwards, 35, 40, 45, and he is into Dolphin territory at the 48-yard line. 5:18 to go in the first quarter. Second down and 7 for a first down. 8 yards to go for a score. They keep that power blocking unit in there. Here is the pitch to Franco Harris. Sweeps to the right side. Gets the block. Turns the corner. He's down to the 5 to the 3-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds on the far side. Dick Anderson from the strong safety is the fellow who threw the shoulder into him and knocked him out of bounds. Bradshaw brings his ball club up. The power blocking unit's still up there, waiting for the snap from center as he sets his ball club. He fakes, runs to his left. He is down at the 3, the 2. He fumbles the ball in the end zone. It is recovered by the Steelers, and it's a touchdown. All right, Girello will try the point from placement. It looks like he may have injured his arm. And in the hole is Bobby Walden. Time 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this first quarter. The drive started with the pass interception by Edwards. Low snap from center. He gets the kick up, and it is good. Dolphin football action continues from Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh with a score. Pittsburgh 7, our Dolphins nothing.
Larry Seipel stepped out of a dream.
So that will bring up a fourth down, and Larry Seipel is in to punt.
Just excellent defense on behalf of Ham on that play. Actually, Mercury hesitated just a little bit, and that's all that Ham needed. Just that moment's hesitation, he made the tackle.
Glenn Edwards, who has a kick return average of 9.2, is the single safety. Seipel standing back to the Dolphins 35. Now he's going to run with the ball. 50, 45, 40, 35 to the 30, down to the 25 to the 20, the 15, and he's out of bounds, down at the 12-yard line. The Dolphins running out of fake punt formation. Larry Seipel was the ball carrier, and he picked up a first down as he rambled some 38 yards down to the 12-yard line. We had a dream earlier this week in which he ran 81 yards for a touchdown. He didn't quite make it on that play, but at least he ran it.
Rick, you wouldn't believe this, but actually those defensive men, the defensive line, was standing there looking downfield, and Seipel ran right by him, didn't even see him coming.
38 yards on the fake punt run by Larry Seipel, and the Dolphins have a first down at the Steeler 12-yard line. Jim Kick comes in, replaces Mercury Morris in the Dolphins' offensive backfield. That 38-yard run by Larry Seipel out of fake punt formation, the big play for the Dolphins thus far. The ball at the Steeler 9. A second and 7 for a first down, 9 yards to go for a touchdown. Twilley splits right, Warfield to the near side. Kick and Zonka, the split back, and behind Earl Morrow. Waiting for the snap. Here it is. Morrow dropping back to throw. He lobs one. It is caught by Zonka at the 5. Gets off a tackler and goes in for a touchdown. Larry Zonka, who has not been thrown to hardly at all this year. Going into the ball game, he caught 5 passes for 48 yards on the season. And Zonka got around the tackler at the 5-yard line, and as the receiver, just rambled into the end zone for the touchdown. That is his first TD as a pass receiver this year. And Mercury Morris is, Garo Upremin is in to try the point from placement, and Earl Morrow will hold.
I think Earl has seen that weakness out there, Rick, where those flare people are going to be open, and you probably see a lot of it.
Waiting for the snap. Here it is, set down, the kick is up, and it is perfect. Dolphin football action continues from Riverfront, Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh with a score all tied up at 7-7.
Jarrella comes in, and they will get a field goal try here by Roy Jarrella, who on the season had 28 out of 41, did not miss inside the 30-yard line. Last week he was 2 for 3. Bobby Walden, the punter, will hold, and this will be a 15-yard attempt from the near side inbounds hash mark down here at the north end of the field. If he makes it, the Steelers will take the lead. 10:59 left to play in the third quarter. Waiting for the snap. We're still waiting. Here it is. Low snap, set down. The kick is up. And it's good. Low snap, but Walden got it up there, and he ripped it right through the upright. 15-yard field goal for Jarrella. With 10:56 left to play in the third quarter, Dolphin football action continues from Pittsburgh with a score of the Steelers 10, the Dolphins 7.
Trailing 10-7 in the third period, head coach Don Shula made his move. Greasy replaced Morrill and immediately sparked the Dolphins to a come-from-behind victory, their 16th.
Third down and 6, Dolphins from their 24-yard line. Greasy, the quarterback, drops back to throw. He sets up. He fires the middle. Warfield's got it. 35, 40, 45, 50. Started at 40, 35 to the 30. He's dragged down from behind at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Second down and goal. Dolphins football at the Steelers' 2-yard line. Clock continuing to move with 3:43 to go in this third quarter. Steelers lead by a score of 10-7. The Dolphin drive started back at the 20-yard line. They're trying to punch it over. Kick and knock of the I-back. The two tight ends remain in. Warfield, a wingman right. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. Greasy at the quarterback spot. He drops. Now he pitches the kick. Down to the right side. Cuts back to his left. He's got a touchdown. Jim Kick. As he got a good block and cut back on the sweep to his right, cut back to his left, and just vaulted into the end zone, and the Dolphins march 80 yards. All right, Yepremian with an important try for the point. Morrill in to hold. 3:21 left to play in this third quarter. Dolphins lead 13-10. Snap, set down. The kick is up. And it appears to be perfect. It is. Dolphin football action continues from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania with a score. Our Dolphins 14, the Steelers 10. It'll be a second and goal from the 3-yard line. They're down here at the north end of the field to our right. 7 minutes, 45 seconds to go.
Rick, that's sure a lot of beef there in that Steeler defensive line. It's about an 8-man line, and they're all pinching coming down.
All right, the two tight ends remain in. Warfield sets as the wingman left. Second and goal from 3. Kick and Zonka, the split backs in behind Greasy. Greasy, the quarterback, up under center, barks the signals, hands off the kick, starts outside, cuts inside. He rams in for the touchdown. Jim Kick over the left side. He started outside, slanted back to his right, and rammed a tackler just into the end zone for the TD. So Yepremian will try the point from placement. Morrill will hold. 7:25 left to play in this football game. The Dolphins now with a 10-point lead. Yepremian can make it 11 if he converts. Waiting for the snap. Here it is, set down. The kick is up. And he has it perfect. Second down and a foot. Bradshaw sets his ball club. He fakes the handoff, drops the throw. He fires in the middle. He's caught by Young at the 45. He gets down to the Dolphins 40, inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And even further than that, Al Young. Bradshaw drops deep again. He is setting up, firing in the middle. It is caught by Shanklin at the 15, knocked down at the 13-yard line. 3 out of 3 for Bradshaw, and he is moving him in a hurry. Dick Anderson saved the day with a tackle. That is good for another first down. And Bradshaw has gone to the air 3 consecutive times and 3 completions. And the Dolphins, who just a moment ago were really out in front, now are in trouble. With 5:27 to go, the Steelers first down at the Dolphins 13. Here's another pass. Young grabs it at the 5. Great catch, touchdown. Snap, set down. The kick is up. And it's good. Dolphins football action will continue in a minute. The score, our Dolphins 21, Pittsburgh 17. Third down and 19, and here is the big play of the football game right here for Pittsburgh from their 36-yard line. The incompletion has stopped the clock with 2:57 to go. The Dolphins lead 21-17. Third down and 19. They must get the ball to the Miami 45-yard line for a first down to keep this drive alive. Out of the huddle, Shanklin splits right. Young is a slot man right. They split off Larry Brown, the tight end, to the near side. Third down, 19. Bradshaw sets his club. He drops to throw. He sets up. He is being rushed now. Is he going to run with the ball? He's being pursued out of the scramble. Firing back in the middle. It is intercepted by Bonacati at the 50, 45. He is going to be dragged down by the Steelers at their 47-yard line. Nick Bonacani.
Super Bowl VII was a study in contrast. The oldest team in the NFL versus the youngest. George Allen had built his Redskins into a championship contender by acquiring older veteran players for future draft choices. Allen had worked a miracle in Washington, similar to what Shula had done in Miami. He turned a loser into a winner almost overnight. The Redskins were an emotional team that experts liked by one slim point to win Super Bowl VII. But Miami had one crucial factor in their favor. They had been here before and lost. They knew what the pressure was all about, and this time were determined to win.
Second down and 7 for the Dolphins from their 40-yard line. Kick and Zonka remain the split-backs and behind Greasy. Greasy looks over the defense, hands to Kick, sweep to the right side, gets across the 40, up to the 45 to the 48-yard line. Goes Jim Kick. He just made a slight veer, a cut back to his left side. And Chris Hanberger, McClinton, and McDowell are over in on the stop. Greasy drops the throw, firing for Warfield. He's open. He's got it, 25, out of bounds at the Redskins' 33-yard line. Zonka and Kick are the split-backs, and behind Greasy, waiting for the snap. Bob drops the throw. He sets up. He is firing for Twilley. He's got it. And he's in for the touchdown. Howard Twilley. And here come the white handkerchiefs. Only 1 second showing on the clock left to play in the first quarter. Yepremian will try the point from placement. Earl Morrow will hold down here at the north end of the field. 28-yard touchdown pass. Greasy to Twilley. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and the Dolphins are out in front, 7-0. Fake pitch. Greasy drops deep to throw. Flag down. He is firing deep. Warfield's got it at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, but there's a flag on the play. Back up the 50-yard line. The Dolphins lose a touchdown on it. Warfield was wide. Smack dab open. Kilmer with a long count at the line of scrimmage on the snap. He drops a couple of steps back, gets a good rush, fires, picked off. By Bonacani, 45, 50, 45 to the 40, 35 to the 30. He's run out of bounds at the Washington 25-yard line. Third down and 5 at the Washington 22-yard line. Jim Mandich has come in, replacing Marv Fleming at tight end. And Twilley and Warfield split off the near side. The Dolphins haven't used any of their timeouts. Clock moving with 33 seconds. Greasy drops to throw. He sets up. He is firing in the corner. Mandich. He makes a tremendous catch. Did he hold on to it? He did. Out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Holy Toledo, what a play by the third-year man from the University of Michigan, Jim Mandich. 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Kick and Zonka remain the running backs. They split. In behind Greasy, second and goal from the 1-yard line. Waiting for the snap. Here's the handoff. Kick into the middle. And it's going to be very close. Touchdown. Miami. Here come the handkerchiefs. The Dolphins really should be out in front 24-0, and now it's 14. Jim Kick behind the Sundance kid, his buddy. And the Dolphins now move out to a 13-0 lead. All right, Yepremian in to try the point from placement. Morrow will hold. We have 18 seconds left to go in the first half. Dolphins lead 13-0. Snap set down. The kick is up. And the Dolphins are out in front 14-0.
Although the score was only 14-0 at the half, Miami had totally dominated the contest. Bill Kilmer tried to light the Redskins' fire in the second half with ball control marches. And the Dolphins' defense bent, but never broke.
Third down and 6. The ball just outside the Dolphins' 10.5-yard line. Let's see if they can stop them. Taylor splits far side. Jefferson near side. Kilmer ready to go to work from the Dolphins' 10.5. He drops to throw. He sets. He fires the middle. Intercepted in the end zone. Jake Scott 5, 10, 15 to the 20, 25, 30. He might go. 35, 40. And he's dragged down from behind at the 50-yard line.
In fact, the Miami defense was so solid all afternoon that the only way the Redskins could get on the board was with a lot of luck on a freak play.
All right, Garrow will get a chance at a field goal opportunity here. The clock says 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Garrow 2 for 4 in the playoffs. This will be a 42-yard attempt. Morrow will hold. It'll be from the far inbounds hash mark. There is no wind that we can tell from the flagpole up here. A 42-yard attempt by Yepremian. Snap, set down. The kick is blocked. Rolling loose on the field. It is picked up by Garrow. He tries to throw a pass. Deflected in the air. Grabbed by Bass. 40, 35, 30. He's going to score. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Mike Bass. And the Washington specialty teams get their club on the board and make it a new ball game. Just as we were raving about a victory here with 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go, Garrow had the football, and it looked from here as if he tried to throw a forward pass with it.
In the closing minutes, Miami crunched the Redskins into submission, walked off with the Super Bowl, and the greatest record of any team in the history of the NFL.
So the clock continues to move with 45 seconds to go. 43. This is a fourth down. Fourth down. Here is Kilmer back to throw. He is caught, and he is dropped back at the 17-yard line. Den Herter and Stanfill all over him, and that could be the old ball game. This defense has just been magnificent today. The only touchdown that was scored was by the specialty teams of the Redskins. And that could have turned it around, but the defense just took it away from them. The clock is moving now. The clock is moving. They're not going to get a playoff. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. The Dolphins have won Super Bowl VII, have completed the greatest season in NFL history. And that is going to be the end of the ball game as the Dolphins have won it by a score of 14-7. The white handkerchiefs come out. The final score are Miami Dolphins 14 as they are mobbed by a ton of people at center field. The Washington Redskins 7.
This is Lou Krieger down here with Don Shula, the coach of the year, the guy that put together a team that put together a 17-0 record. Congratulations, Don.
Thank you, Lou, and I'm just so proud of what happened today. Our football team deserves to be the world's champs, and that's exactly what they are. And there aren't any teams that have ever won the world championship and won everything else too. And so I think that this football team will now be recognized for their accomplishments.
Don, did you think at the beginning of the season, beginning of the preseason up there at training camp, that you had a winner such as this?
Well, you probably don't know me that well. I have faith in the people that I'm working with, and each day we go out with the idea of winning. And so that's what it's all about. And the fact that you accomplish that really doesn't surprise you. And when you win, you're not surprised. And when you win 5 in a row, you don't act surprised that you won 5 in a row. You're thinking about winning the 6th. And that's the approach that I've always had.
Were you a little upset here when Garrow had that field goal blocked?
Well, I felt bad for Garrow especially because, it was a big play, and you would have hated to see a guy like Garrow be the GOAT of a great football game like we were playing out there. And fortunately, the guys really got together and took him off the hook, and I know Garrow felt bad about that, but he hasn't had much experience back there running or throwing passes.
I guess one man down here at the other end of the locker room was holding a press conference that was larger than yours, Manny Fernandez.
Well, Manny had a great day, and he's another guy that we've felt every year is an outstanding defensive lineman, but yet he hasn't been to the Pro Bowl. And we tried to, this year, we felt that he was getting more and more recognition, but he was playing the middle of that 53 and getting double-teamed a lot in that, so that kept him from really getting to the quarterback more, I think. But he's just a great football player. We wouldn't be able to hold up in that type of defense if we didn't have Manny playing the middle.
Don, how about Bob Greasy? He had himself another good day.
Well, he did, and that's the reason that I had so much confidence in Bob. He looked sharp in the practices and completely healed, and this is the type of ability that he has. He has the ability to lead a football team the way he led our offense out there today.
Well, Don, congratulations on a great year.
Thank you.